Hello, this is Steve, your YouTube B2 C1 English teacher with the end of year quiz. To celebrate the end of the academic year 2025, to celebrate summer, we have some use of English and some random fun rounds as well that I'm doing in my classes this week, in school and in private classes. We're going to do the 3 parts of use of English that you most need to practice, 4, 3 and 2, in descending order of concentration and difficulty. Then some more random fun questions that I've been doing in class. 10 points per round. They're supposed to be difficult, 60% to pass. And please, no mobiles. That makes it not fun. And you want to have fun, don't you? So let's start with the use of English part 4. It's C1 level, the rules here, so 3 to 6 words. And here are your 5 questions, 2 marks each. Pause the video. You know the rules. Complete the sentence so it means the same. It's all about going to the beach, since in the south of Spain here, this is what we need to do in summer. Not just want to, but need to. Anyway, pause the video, 6 words maximum, use the word, then write your answers down. We're going to go over all the answers at the end of the video this time, slightly different. You're going to have all your answers for all the rounds, then we'll go over all the answers. So I'm going to move on. You've written your answers down. You're going to have to wait 5 minutes to see the rest of the answers. Round 2, draw a line under it. Because then you're going to, if you're doing this in class, like I often recommend, if you're a teacher and you want to do this in class, in the academy or whatever, individuals, teams, groups of students, write their answers, then pass them around to mark them to make it fair. Round 2, summer questions. Some random summer questions to improve your general comprehension. Not so difficult in terms of knowledge, but your reading, your thinking. These can also be the base for conversation activities. So again, pause the video, take a minute, 1 to 10, write your answers. You're going to see your score out of 50 at the end of the video and compare that with the top scores from my students in my school. You've written 1 to 10, you've written your answers because you paused the video. Let's move on to round 3, which is use of English part 3 on the big event of 2025 so far, the launch and success of the Pokemon trading card game Pocket, which I've been playing and enjoying a lot. It's use of English part 3 about why this is so popular. Pause the video, 1 to 10, transform the word so it fits the sentence. It's use of English part 3. You know what this is by now if you're subscribed to my channel, which if you're not, by the way, what are you doing? Come on, you want to pass your C1? Subscribe to my channel, watch every video every week. Go back and watch the old videos. We're moving on. You have written the answers from 1 to 10. You've got them on your paper. Round 3, use of English part 3. We're moving on to round 4, which is the music round, which is going to take a little bit of editing from me, isn't it? Because I've just realized you're just going to see the videos. Anyway, Eurovision was very fun this year in the first half of the year. We're celebrating Eurovision, music, togetherness, love, peace, harmony. I'm going to play 10 famous songs from Eurovision. You just need to say the country that submitted these songs. Here is number 1. Here is number 2. Here is number 3. Number 4.
Loro non sanno di che parlo, vestiti sporchi fra di fango, giallo di siga fra le dita, io con la siga camminando. Scusami ma ci credo tanto che posso fare questo salto, e anche se la strada è in salita, per quest'ora mi sto allenando. E buonasera signore e signori, fuori gli attori.
So you can also use the year if you know. This is 2017, number 5.
Si un día alguien
perguntar por mim. Diz que vivi para te amar. Antes de ti só existi.
Number 6.
Liegt heute irgendjemand mit mir zum Mond? Ich brauch nen Kick, damit der Abend sich lohnt. Wo ist ne Party? Wo ist ne Party, Baby? Ist doch ganz simpel, ich will einfach mal Spaß. Am besten alles und nicht bloß irgendwas.
Tough. But the last few ones are a bit easier. Number 7.
Comme un enfant aux yeux de lumière qui voit passer au loin les oiseaux. Comme l'oiseau bleu survolant la terre, voit comme le monde est beau.
Number 8.
Solo quiero que me digan qué está pasando. Estoy temblando a besar junto a ti. Estoy temblando a besar.
And number 9 from 1985.
Strömmer gamle melodier. Og jeg våkner opp og spør meg hva som skjer. Det bare drøm og fantasier? Når jeg føler at det svinger mer og mer. La det svinge, la det rock and roll.
They all just sound like European languages. And finally, number 10 from this year.
In my feelings, how do you not see that? Now that you're gone, it's worse than love. It's worse than love.
And there we go, that's all our music. So we move on to round 5, Use of English Part 2. Are we ready for Use of English Part 2? Oh, what's it about? Of course, if we are in Iberia, in Spain or Portugal, it's about the great blackout that we experienced in 2025. You need to read and complete the sentences using one word for each gap, often a common grammatical word, using the context to give you the clues to find out what it should be. Pause the video, 1 to 10 for round 5, write your answers, and then we're pretty much finished, unfortunately, because round 6 can only be done in person. Right, you've written all your answers. This is the fun one. This is what the kids want to do. The kids want to imagine that they're part of a TikTok challenge in class. I gave them 5 drinks in blank containers, and they had to name the drink, say what drink each one was. They were mostly summer juices, and you drink them and you say, oh, it's mango and melon, it's strawberry and peach, and so on. And it was quite fun. The kids had a lot of fun doing it. We can't do it on the internet, can we, unfortunately? But, you know, it's an inspirational idea. If anyone wants to go out there and do a challenge like this with their friends, it's a fun way to spend 20 minutes, especially if you see the drinks that I made them drink. Not all of them are nice mango and orange and so on. But anyway, viewers, you want to see the answers, don't you? You're here for the Cambridge, the C1 content. So let's look at these answers. Time for answers. So we have our use of English part 4. The phrase we want for meaning there's no way is we don't stand a chance. To not stand a chance means it's not going to happen, it's impossible, no way. And this is used with of, and therefore it's used with ing. So as always, 1 point for each part of the phrase, either side of the dividing line. Number 2, if you're sure something will happen, it is bound to happen. If you're sure people will, then there are bound to be people. There are bound to be people who object to, or bound to be objections to. Bound to be people who object to. That doesn't fit. People objecting to would be okay, but bound to be something objections. Number 3, complain with a. You're straight away thinking, oh, a complaint. How do we collocate a complaint? You make a complaint. He suggested making a complaint. You could also say, suggest that I make a complaint. That also fits. Or file a complaint, as one of my students said in class today. Very nice expression. Number 4, typical C1 grammar. Only when I came to Spain, inversion. Did I realize? So because this is this negative sort of phrase that starts a sentence, we have to imagine it's like a question. Did I realize? We invert the auxiliary and the subject. And the last one, third conditional. Easy. If I had been in the mood to go to the beach, I would have called you. You're in the mood to do something. And if I had been in the mood, third conditional. So marks out of 10 for use of English part 4. Let's move on to the summer questions. And here are the answers for these questions, which I think are all pretty clear. All famous global summer events. One of the top seasons, summer, really up there, probably in my top 3 or 4. And we love all of these famous events from summer around the world, which are all pretty clear in terms of answers. So we can move on. You can give yourself a score out of 10 and keep counting your score to see if you can beat my classes. I'll tell you what they got at the end of the video. Use of English round 3, part 3 for Pokemon. Its popularity is seen in this, and it has worldwide or widespread appeal. I said widespread, and then some of the kids in class said worldwide, and you have to accept it. You got to listen. When someone's right, they're right. Success, like popularity, it's accessible, it gets updates or updating, and this makes it intriguing without an E, slightly irregular spelling. There's a daily player base of 1 million people playing every day, and I'm one of them. It's a vibrant scene, meaning it's lively, there's lots of people, thousands of participants, and there's a lot of community. What? We need the noun. The noun is engagement. So mark out of 10 for round 3, use of English part 3, and we move on to the music. Those were the songs that you heard and the countries they came from. As you can see, a nice representation of all of Europe here. And of course, we could have included other great European countries such as Australia and Israel. But I was sticking with the classics, the old school. These guys who have been part of Europe since, some of them no longer part of Europe, but you get the idea. 1 point for each of those countries. Go and listen to the songs if you want to find out more. And we move on to use of English part 2 about the blackout. There was no way to keep up with news. Keeping up with news, phrasal verb. Word of mouth, that's a really nice expression for C1. Word of mouth, meaning people talking, spreading rumors and spreading information. Number 4, people were getting more anxious. I mean, this is already bad, then it's just making you more anxious. From context, I think more is best. Number 5, what might happen, relative pronoun, of course. Number 6, in the absence or given the absence, they're both possible. Turned out, meaning the result was less dramatic, but we saw how fragile, because we're measuring how fragile everyday normality can be. Everything went on like normal, it went on, life went on, and it became just a strange memory or another strange memory. So you've got 10 marks for use of English part 2. These were the juices that they were drinking, typical Spanish drink. This is a cold tomato-based soup that they were drinking. And then tomato juice is actually really bad, drinking it cold in class. Who knew? But it was good fun, and the kids, they had a good time. They had a good time, and the top score in my class out of 60 was 43. I've only done it with one class so far. I'm going to do it with some more classes tomorrow. But 43 out of 60, so that's like 42 out of 60 would be 7 out of 10, so 72%. If you're getting 72% out of 50, 36 out of 50 is the score to beat. Anyway, hope that's fun. You learned a bit of grammar. You thought about summer. See you next time.